Patience,
yeah, the challenger, that's a good point too. The challenger could urge you on perhaps too far and
I mean,
exceed
I do not like
what you're capable
I did not
of.
like running, but I was like, I gotta do this. I have to push I gotta hit the pavement. I hated that. Every day I would run for an hour and I hated it.
Yeah.
I was only doing it because of this other thing that was really important to me. You know, it was like, yeah.
Yeah, so that's an important point. The challenger needs to be a positive voice. It needs to be one that's not going to ultimately push you or hurt you, but it's more like a benevolent coach that says, well, is that...
I don't think I realized I was going to hurt myself. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, of course not. Of course not. But if the challenger had been a kinder one that said, you know, you can perhaps...
Well, what I will say is that I never contacted my coach and asked for support getting rehabilitation.
There you go.
I was too proud.
Yeah.
Or I don't even know if I was proud. I think I was scared.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know that that was even an option.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was too like, I'm going to lose this part of how I define myself in the world.
Right.
I have to figure this out.
Yes.
Like, but I totally had help available that I did not go to.
Well, that's the exact point that this is trying to make, is the nurturing voice would have been,
it would have been like,
had it been alive and well and taught to you or offered to you,
interesting,
would have been the voice that gave you the other options. What else is true? What else can I do? How can I look at this differently?
I think it probably took me 3 months to find the nurturing voice.
Absolutely.
Probably.
And as we work through this process, and it's so subtle, I cannot tell you, I am still working this process. That's why it's included in this series, because everybody that I know of in this healing business talks about inner dialogue. Everyone does. But I'm not sure that they really present it in such a way that you have to really do mindfulness training. You have to begin to really tune in to what you're saying to yourself. Who's talking? Who's talking? And are they taking control of your mind? Or are you beginning to be mindful and conscious enough that you say, is that true? Is there another way? There's the challenger. That's the challenger I'm looking for. The one that begins to say, hey, you're on the wrong track here. What else can be true? Can you look at this differently? And then the nurturing voice comes in and says, let's try this. How about if? All right? Okay. So I want you to sit with that a moment.